Yeah, exactly. Like if we break down the sort of like process of the thing you have to say, like right, like we said, Alexa, tell Suave Keys to press jump, right? Like that's one thing we said, literally just to jump. This takes so much longer to just say than to jump, and that's because we have to go through wake word, wait for the wake to happen. Then we have to one shot through an invocation, right? So this is our invocation name. This is our invocation phrase. Then here's our actual utterance with the slot jump. And then we run it through all our stuff. If we do it locally, we can get rid of all of this and just know that jump, when we hear it, map it to a profile, go. And I think that's actually what I want to start doing today on the Windows side, which I think will be really interesting. Because then we maybe want us to run through the server side for running it back to itself, but probably not. Like honestly, if we just hear the word and see if it's in the current profile, we probably don't even have. We can probably run the whole thing offline, which would also be really nice for people that want to play video games offline and still make use of this. So we want to do UWP speech to text, right? Like let's see if we can get something working there. Okay. So the idea is that we want to basically say, it's not going to be like a press this button to start listening and then do something. We want to like always be listening, and then the second we hear a word or a phrase, then go again. And we did that previously with Spokestack. Spokestack. Like so we've done this with Spokestack, but only on Android and iOS. So like if we have a Warzone controller voice app that's running on the Android phone, but that still has to make a network jump because it's got to go from my phone running all the voice stuff, but always actively listening, which was nice. It's got to go from the voice stuff to my API endpoint back down to the actual Windows client, because again, all of the actual keyboard execution has to happen from the PC we're playing on, then to the Arduino and back up. So what I want to try to do is with Windows is to simulate that, but Spokestack doesn't have support for Windows. It's only Android and iOS, and then they have like React Native, and that's still only React Native on Android and iOS, not React Native on Windows, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna do this. Let me quit out of the game. Right, we get the idea. We can say certain commands. It's currently too slow to do through Alexa for something like Sekiro, which is very fast-paced. Unless you can get the timing down, and like for certain things that could be fine, but if not, it's pretty brutal. So we basically need to emulate that whole flow, and maybe we should diagram what that looks like. And we have to do it ourselves. I don't think there's any library out there that's going to really help us, although I'm sure there's some. So if we look at just like what that process is going to be like the actual logic diagram, it's going to be like start listening. That's going to be our first event. And then open the mic, process speech, and then it's just going to go right back up. Like we want this to be in a loop. But we should only have to say start listening once, and then it should just be like boom, process, 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 process. Like every time we get a new piece of text out, just boom, open the mic again, keep it going, keep listening. The second we hear something, then we want to run it. So actually really there's basically like process speech is essentially like execute keyboard command. Right, so we basically want to like start opening the mic and process that keyboard command at the same time after we've processed the text. So like open the mic, we hear you say jump. Great, you said jump. We're gonna kick off one thread to go start the keyboard command to actually hit the space bar or whatever, and then we're gonna kick off another round of listening and making sure that on that main thread we're just always listening and then always executing stuff behind the scenes. So first things first, I haven't done speech recognition in UWP in a while, so why don't we just sort of take a look at basically what we have here in general, and we can see what's going to work. So the first thing we need to do is request microphone permissions. Here's all of the different things we can do for that. Skipping all that. Recognize the speech input. So here's what we can do. We're doing this right now in Xamarin Forms, not Suave, but I want Suave Keys. Suave bot can be closed. Right. Ooh, change that real quick. Yay. So we have it built right now in Xamarin Forms, and we've got some abstractions. We got tiny IOC all over the place. And what we need to do is have another interface for a service to actually do the like microphone listening, and that needs to have an event like that's just like, hey, whenever the text is done, pass that off. So let's do this. New interface. I speech to text service. We'll do public interface. We'll have a task start async. And then we'll have an event called on speech recognized, and we need the args for that. Let's do this. Add model. We'll just put in a speech recognized event. We'll have a string of speech. And this will be an event handler of that. I guess we should call this args. Actually stick to a naming convention. Cool. I need to rename that file though. Whoop, not that. That. Great. So we can implement this on UWP. So if we go to services, we're going to have a UWP speech to text service. And that's going to handle speech to text service. We have all that stuff right now. We need to actually like do the things. So let's see, what do we have for UWP? So we have this request permissions method. We're gonna need that. Audio capture permissions. Let's take this class. We're gonna create a private one of it. That way we can just keep all of that stuff in here. Private public class. We use var in this house. I think we already have the permission request in the app manifest for microphone, but we should double check that first. So in capabilities, yeah, all right, we've got microphone in there already. So we've got this permission request thing. Skip past all this stuff. Predefined grammars. Do we need to do that? The default free text dictation grammar can recognize most words and phrases that the user can say. We can probably like define our own, which we shouldn't have to do. We shouldn't need anything like that. Okay. Catch exception. Privacy statement was declined. Okay. Programmatic list constraints. We don't need to do custom grammar, I don't think. We might end up needing to in the long run, but I don't think we need to. Speech recognizer. Do something with the recognition result. Alright, let's try this. If we go up here to our start async, this needs to be an async task. Here's all our awaits. Show async. Right, so eventually we're going to want to do like send event info up. Actually, we can probably do that now. On speech recognized dot invoke, and we'll have this, and then we'll have a new one of those, and then the speech is going to be speech recognition result.text. Recognize with UI. Oh, so I think this is going to pop something up. That's okay. We'll do it with the UI. I think there is, if I remember right from way back, we can do it without the UI. All right, let's see what we get here. We'll do the dialogue and we'll pass the event up. So we need a view model. We have the view for microphone view, and we have like a label in here. We're gonna want a button. So I have a button. The text will be start listening, and the command will be binding start command. So anyway, start command, and then we'll center everything. For now, we'll make it look much better eventually. Right, so we need a view model. We need a microphone view model. Phone page view model. I can make this a bit bigger too. I just realized that was pretty small. This is going to inherit from our base view model, and then we need that I command for star command. And then we also need a private read-only I speech to text service. There we go. And then we'll generate a constructor that takes this. Or are we, I can't remember what we were doing before. Were we actually injecting our view models, or were we extracting here? No, we're just extracting. That's fine. We'll do an empty constructor. Speech to text is tiny, or we have app.current.container.resolve that. And then we'll say start command is new command. And we'll shamelessly async void. And we'll say await that start. And then this is also where we'll wire up the event handler and stuff, and then we'll have a stop button that like unwires the event and all that good stuff. What we need to do is in our code behind for our microphone page, we want a private read-only microphone page view model called VM, and we want to set that to a new one of those, and then we want to say binding context equals VM. Great. So now we should be able to kick off the thing. But before we do that, in our UWP app, we need to register our custom one. So we have container, register, I speech to text service, and then we have a UWP speech to text service. And that should be it, I think. Let's find out. Let's run it by 64. Let's see what we get. Because if we can get this wired up pretty quickly, that would be a phenomenal use case to just run. Oh, it doesn't like something. Type or what? That doesn't sound right. It found it. Weird. Threw us an error even though it built. Okay, if we go to microphone, first of all, let's connect to here, and we'll connect to that. If we go to microphone and say start listening. Hello. Jump. I wonder what, oh, you know what we might have an issue with is Streamlabs is going to try to take my mic. Text spoken. Let's see. Jump. Run. Do something. Uh-oh. We're breaking something. It's breaking down. I think that the issue is that my microphone is being used by something else. You can only have it used by one thing. So let's do this. If we go to audio settings, I have other mics, so I should be able to take the one from the camera actually. If we change this to this, can you all still hear me, chat? Am I coming through? Hello? It looks like I am on OBS at least. Let's see if we can do this now. Okay, cool. Hello, world. Nothing. How are you doing? Alright, still not picking it up. Let's, we can set a breakpoint. I wonder, is there a way to know what microphone is being used? Let's see. Windows set speech recognizer mic. It's probably in like a different area settings. I simply just don't know though. Alright, open control panel, ease of access, speech recognition, select the type of microphone. Okay. Control panel. Ease of access. Speech recognition. Setup microphone. Next. Do I have to do this? This doesn't feel like I should have to do this. Maybe they'll talk about it in here too. Customize the recognition UI. You could just not have it. Listening, did you say? Like it's got to just be that it's trying to pull in our response here. Set up microphone. Okay, here we go. Settings, time and language, speech. Detecting problems. What? What's not working? That's not what I wanted. I just wanted this. Just get started. No jack information. Because I don't think I can use this mic that you all hear me through. Hello, hello, hello. And use it for the speech recognition too. But this should be my default. Microphone used with this PC was not designed. Okay, whatever. Set up this mic. I'll give you a phrase to repeat. Great. Peter talks to his computer. He prefers it to typing and particularly prefers it to pen and paper. Okay. Alright. Looks like that's working better. Let's see. Hello, world. Hello, world. Please recognize me. Hello, hello. I wonder if maybe we just don't even need this. You know, I feel like I've done this. Hold on. I think I've got a different project I can look up for this. I gotta pull it offline in case there's stuff I can't show. I know I have a sample mobile app that I built for Voicify that does this. Mobile chat demo. This. No, we did exactly. Actually, this is like exactly the same thing. And then we say recognize with UI. I wonder, we do have permission. Are we not actually requesting the permission though? I don't think we, where are we calling this? Hold on. Where is the reference check on this? Yeah, we literally never actually call this. We should call this first. I think that's an async, right? Await that. If We didn't give permission. We want to return. And then I think that should... Oh, wait. Hold on. We need to do this, though. Await. New that. Ooh, miscellaneous files. It doesn't like something we did there. Alright, let's rerun it. Let's see what we get. Cannot be accessed. Why? Liar. What was the error? Member cannot be accessed with an instance reference. Qualify with a type name instead. Oh, is it static? Oh, it's static. That's why. That should work, though. Almost there. Let's see. Hello world.
Heard you say hello world.
There we go. Okay. Let's try doing it without the UI. First of all, let's get rid of this. We don't need that. What I want to do, though... Yes, okay, hold on. In our keyboard service, we want a keyboard service. But first, where do we actually kick off the start here, right? Like when we say toggle connect keyboard service dot press key. And that's all we do. We don't run it through the profile check first. The keyboard service handles the profile check. So we want a keyboard service in our microphone page. Keyboard service. Get that too. And we want to say speech to text service dot on speech recognized. We want to say keyboard service press, and we want e.speech. And then we also want to start again. We want to just keep listening. Dot execute. Null. Right, so we're just gonna keep calling that. We're gonna always be listening until we explicitly stop. And by explicitly stop, I mean like we'll just cancel it. So this is only gonna work when we actually recognize speech. And that should be good. Let's try that with the UI, and let's see if we can't type locally on like a notepad or something from a different app. So we'll get this. So we do need to connect to the keyboard. We shouldn't need to connect to the internet access though. Jump. 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 Run away. Do something. Oh, it must not like that infinite loop. I wonder if we need to like delay that call. Press space. Jump. Hello world. Did we get text here? Oh, you know what we should do though? We should only do this if the result oh, it's in miscellaneous files again. Why does it keep losing this? Something is not working right. Why? Why can't you do it to my project? Let's do this. If string is not null or empty, do that. I also think we can do it without the UI. It might not also let us do it in the background, which would be unfortunate. Hello world.
Heard you say hello world.
Hello world. Hello world.
Something went wrong. Try back soon.
See, the second we click away, it's stopping. All right. Oh.
I can't get to the internet right now. Check your connection or try again in a little bit.
Good old Cortana. All right, let's not do with UI. I also really wish that it would stop doing this miscellaneous files thing. We might need to restart Visual Studio. Actually, let's just do that to be safe anyway. Reopening the old Suave Keys. There we go. Let's get rid of this namespacing monstrosity. Come on, wake up. Recognize async. Ooh, continuous recognition session. Hold on. Is this just a bool? Gets the continuous recognition. Can we set that? Oh, it's get only. Alright, let's try this. We might need to do something with that continuous thing. That'd be pretty dope if that's all we have to do. I mean, even better if we don't have to do that at all and we can just say recognize. Recognize. Oh, let's do I64. Alright, kick us to sign in. We still need to do the landing page instead of just the sign up page. Like, we need to have like a splash page there. Right, connect to keyboard. Jump. Run. Do something. Did we get this? Oh, it did do something. It's funny. Do something. Do something. Let's see. We want this. I'll also get rid of this extra namespace. I want to know if we can do this in the background. UWP speech recognizer in background. Because I want to be able to do that while my other apps are running. I need to capture speech and convert it to text while the user is using its computer. I know speech recognizer I've set up. Works if it's inactive, but if you swap, it doesn't capture. Solved creating a WPF application using recognition engine instead of speech recognizer. That's sad. How can I mark my comment as an answer? That's literally not the answer. So bad. Try extended execution, which requests the OS to postpone the suspension of your app after a switch to the background. Works well in an extended execution. The length depends on what you're using, desktop or mobile, and whether the device is connected to wall power or battery power. It's simple enough. Just a few lines as follows. Okay. So we should kick off. When we say start, we should kick this all off in the background. Can we do that? Is that going to be cool? Bruh. Left side. Vars all day. Alright, let's see if that works. Because if we can get that running, then we can actually hop in the game and just say jump, and it'll jump. And it's like, we did all that with like maybe 100 lines of code. Connect, keyboard, jump, run, do something. Let's try doing it with the UI. Do we need permission for this? Extended execution, is that in, do we need that in capabilities? Let's see. Let's look for some other answers too. This doesn't necessarily have to be the only one. Continuous dictation. In speech recognition, you learn how to capture and recognize relatively short speech, which is exactly what we want. For example, when composing a short message service, or when asking a question. For longer, continuous speech recognition sessions, such as dictation or email, oh, that's what that's for. Which means maybe we can pull that off and like do it, because I think they have like on an each word event. Core dispatcher, dictated text builder. But I want to run it. I want to run it on my own. Let's just try with the UI. I don't think we need the continuous one though. We shouldn't need it. We should only need to do it like phrase by phrase and then just re-kick it off. Like it doesn't need to be totally continuous. Let's see. See, it's killing it the second it starts. Press space.
Heard you say recipes.
Jump. There's gotta be something in here. Don't need that. UWP, speech recognizer and background. Let's see. That's exactly what we did. Don't care for that. Recognition in the background by using UWP samples to try any scenario will stop recognizing after the window loses focus. I want to be able to minimize the window and still recognize. If you need Cortana to interact with your app, voice command, now it's not it.
I can't help with that right now.
Alright, you're getting muted. Manage to set extended background task time. I think that's probably what we're missing. UWP extended execution. Right. Now session revoked, we can look up what we need to do there too. Request execution async. I wonder if we're probably getting this not allowed, right? What do we need permission wise? Let's see. Run while minimized. I just want to know what permission I need. Permission. Case is suspended. Yeah, so like why are we getting booted back? Oh, this is the same thing we were just on. Alright, let's just step through and see what happens. Like maybe it's just that we're getting not allowed. Allowed? It is allowed. Hello?
Heard you say hello.
Hello? Man. Let me do it in the background, please. Maybe we do need to do the continuous one. Let's try that. Rerun it. We're getting close. I mean, if we can get this working today, that would be sick. And then Wednesday we can continue working on like macros and more of this stuff. But if we can't get it working today, then we'll just continue looking at what we need to do. Maybe we need to use a different, maybe there's like a third-party API we can use instead of the speech recognizer. Hello? Hello? Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Oh, and then it's just like not restarting. Maybe we don't need this if. Let's get rid of that breakpoint too. I just want to type things, please. Microphone, start. Hello world. Jump. Run. We're getting there. We're really getting there. Look at that. It's typing out just the first letter, which is exactly what we were doing with the free text. Space. Ooh. Let's see if we turn on this. If we turn on our Sekiro profile. Jump. Grappling hook. Oh my god. That's literally perfect. Attack. 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 Yes. Okay. We do need to build in a stop mechanism. That's not just closing the app. But that's working. That's literally, it's running through our profiles and everything. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Okay. So here's what we can do. We need a stop mechanism. Really, it's this, right? This is what's restarting it. We just need to not do that on stop. So let's have this. We'll have a bool state. Is running or is listening. We'll say is listening is true. And then we'll only kick this off if is listening. And then we'll have a stop command. And the stop command will be a new command. And we'll just say is listening is false. All right, we just don't need to kick off the next one. That doesn't need to be async. Then we need a button. Stop. Stop. And this can have an is visible that is binding to literally typing it as I'm saying it, is listening. So if we're not listening, we don't need the stop button there, but if we are, then we do want it. Okay. So we can build it, run it, but then we need to not debug it when we're actually playing, because otherwise it'll crash the game. I've still never figured that out. Debugging anything in Visual Studio causes a crash of like whatever game. We did it on. All right, let's see. Jump. Attack. Attack. We also need to set up Sekiro. Jump. Attack. Come on. Attack. Attack. Grapple. Grapple. Grapple, grapple. Okay. Let's commit this stuff, and then let's run Sekiro again. Work on UWP speech recognition offline. Now the great thing is, I think this will literally run offline. I mean, I'm not able to test that while we're streaming, but in theory, this entire thing can be closed circuit. Because we can just run through the name profile that you have set up locally. I mean, we need it to like pull down the profile, but like once it's pulled down, you could disconnect, and we could always add like offline caching and stuff. Okay, we'll connect there. We'll connect to the server side too. We'll set Sekiro, and we'll start. Attack. Attack. Jump. Attack. Attack. Grapple. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna hop into Sekiro here, and we're gonna see what we can't get done. Hopefully it just keeps listening. It's gonna get all messed up while I'm talking to you all though, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see if it's still running. Attack. Jump. Grapple. Block. See, now that delay, that latency is not bad. Alright, hopefully it continues on the one we just did and not our new game +4. Attack. There we go. Oof. Block. Ooh, attack. Attack. Ooh, that was actually done in time. Attack. 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 That's all voice. Literally that entire fight. Hey Poca, how's it going? We've got our actually no, we should do. We need to set up like a command log to run through as well. Jump. 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 Attack. So we can get that timing down, and it's not too bad. You started programming with Python. That's cool. This whole I don't know if you saw what we were building, but everything we just wrote is written in C#, like end to end, and then we have Arduino running some stuff too. But basically, we now have the ability to either talk to Alexa to give voice commands, or to just talk directly to the device and run it all offline. I'm so used to dodging in Dark Souls. So for example, let's see if we can do this. Yeah. Heal. Use item. Attack. Attack. Block. 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 Trying to get the timing down. Hey, thanks for the follow. And welcome to the Pirates crew. Okay, let's try to get through these first 2 fights. And I think what I want to do is only attack with my voice and only use items with my voice, but everything else, blocking and stuff, in this game is going to be really hard to get timing done well with voice. So we can do everything, attack and use item and stuff like that has to be done with our voice. And blocking and movement and stuff like that can be done with the controller. Attack. 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 Okay. Ooh. Attack. 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 Okay, so we can kind of spam say it. We got to get the sort of rhythm down. We'll get there though. All right, let's clear this whole area out, and then we'll do that like mini boss fight. Attack. Not bad, not bad. All right, we're gonna have to fight these 2. Attack. Attack. You're finding it hard to like learn stuff and do projects. When did you start learning? Attack. Attack. This is sick, by the way. I'm so happy with how this turned out. This perf is awesome. 2 or 3 months ago. Well, what have you done to start learning? Like, what's your process like? Are you like trying to do online tutorials? What exactly are you trying to build? Attack. 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 I gotta get that timing down. Attack. Attack. Swing. Free Code Camp. I do love Free Code Camp. They have I don't know if you followed along with their whole program, but they have a ton of resources